Welcome to today's episode. South Africa is a country known for resilience, diversity, and hope. A nation that overcame apartheid and stepped into democracy in 1994 with dreams of unity, peace, and prosperity. But today, many South Africans are asking a difficult question. Why are so many citizens angry, frustrated, and feeling abandoned? Has South Africa reached a boiling point? This is not an easy conversation. It is emotional, it is political, and for many families, it is personal. Today, we explore the concerns many South Africans are raising about immigration, unemployment, crime, public services, government accountability, and the growing tensions between citizens and foreign nationals. After the historic 1994 democratic elections, South Africa entered a new era. The dream was simple but powerful. A united nation, an economy that worked for all, peace among African brothers and sisters. Migrants and refugees from countries across Africa, including Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, Somalia, Ghana, Nigeria, and beyond, as well as countries such as Pakistan and Bangladesh, came to South Africa for work, business, and survival. For many, South Africa represented hope. And many immigrants contributed positively, starting businesses, working jobs, paying taxes, and becoming part of communities.
But over time, frustrations began to grow.
Across townships, cities, and communities, many citizens say they feel unheard. One major concern is illegal immigration and border control. Many South Africans believe borders are not being effective. Migration has increased over the years. Critics argue that weak enforcement and corruption at some institutions have made it easier for undocumented individuals to remain in the country. Another major issue is crime. Communities affected by drug abuse, trafficking, hijacking, and violent crime often express fear and frustration. However, an important question remains. Are these crimes being committed by immigrants generally or by criminal syndicates involving people from many backgrounds, including South Africans? Experts often warn against blaming entire communities for crimes committed by individuals. Still, public anger continues to grow, especially where communities feel unsafe. South Africa has one of the highest youth unemployment rates in the world. Many young people are struggling. Graduates cannot find jobs. Skilled workers remain unemployed. Families are under pressure. Some citizens believe companies hire undocumented workers because they can pay them lower wages. This creates resentment. Many South Africans ask, how can citizens struggle to find work in their own country? Others argue the real problem is not immigration alone, but a weak economy, corruption, poor leadership, skill shortages, and inequality. The debate continues, but one reality remains. Economic frustration is real. People complain about overcrowded hospitals, medicine shortages, and long waiting times. Schools in some communities are also under pressure due to growing populations. Citizens ask, can the government properly plan for services if it does not know exactly how many people are in the country? At the same time, human rights advocates argue that access to emergency healthcare
And basic education should remain protected for everyone, especially vulnerable children.
This creates a difficult national debate. How do you balance compassion with law enforcement? Perhaps the most controversial issue is this. When South Africans protest or demand stronger immigration enforcement, they are often labeled xenophobic. Some citizens reject that label. They argue, we are not against foreigners. We want law and order. They say documented immigrants who follow the law and contribute positively are welcome. Their concern, they argue, is undocumented migration, crime, corruption, and weak governance. On the other hand, immigrant communities often say they feel unfairly blamed
or threatened for problems caused by deeper economic and political failures.
And this is where emotions rise. Fear, anger, pain, frustration, misunderstanding. Many citizens believe government institutions have failed to act decisively. Questions are being asked. Why are borders not stronger? Why is corruption still a problem? Why are jobs scarce? Why are communities unsafe? Why are public systems overwhelmed? For many South Africans, frustration is not only about immigration. It is about leadership, accountability, and the feeling that ordinary citizens are being ignored. South Africa stands at a crossroads. This moment demands wisdom, honesty, and courage. Citizens want safety. They want jobs. They want functioning hospitals. They want borders that work. They want laws enforced fairly. But South Africa also needs peace, unity, and solutions that do not turn neighbors into enemies, because in the end, sustainable peace will not come through anger alone. It will come through strong governance, fair law enforcement, economic growth, accountability, and mutual respect. The question is, will leaders act before frustration grows even deeper? And what role should citizens play in shaping the future of South Africa? Thank you for listening. If you found this episode valuable, share your thoughts respectfully. What do you believe is the real solution for South Africa? Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay hopeful.